Welcome back, rail fanners, to RO-Scale Sandbox as well. I mean Sandbox. We got the ice trains, and everybody is happy to do this as well. But things are not slightly anything but not good as well. So sometimes things are just going to be changing for the multiple of those things, or some kind of rebranding for all of those from anything of kind ourselves for the railroad companies from United States to all over the world such as Europe, Japan, South Asians and Indian railways, including for such as South American of those things as well. So let's gonna be opening up as well, and let's going for the test speed of those routes as well. So instead that we're loading for anything as well, and I guess what? So looks like we're gonna be trying to spawn like anything from their game passes as well. So I'm probably not sure that isn't going to be such as one various thing as well. So new trains have been updated as well. So this is absolutely WFR. Was actually even possible as actually I'm not very sure. This is actually for one request of the locomotive as well. So even that you heard around in the comments below, as I might able to be spawning a locomotive, it does not appears to do so as well. So this is actually includes the Polo Express. It is gonna be the yes. So everything is actually blank to do this as well. Yes, I never felt this is actually for unreal locomotives as well. And now it's becoming something actually like a war bonnet as well, as I'm not very sure. This is no longer real anymore. But I'm very not sure. The train is the number 777 and the 776. I never probably to do this as well between of those locomotives. Nothing is going to update with that model of the AWVR 777 and 776 or some kind of for the GE locomotives whatsoever. Even we still going to be taking a look for one of those trains. At least we got a final few of those diesel locomotives that we got here. Unfortunately, that could take for loading around here for very long times. So because of the branding reasons from all over the world could sometimes being removed like all of them as well. So will not think is this should be for something like Indian trains, and guess what, we got ice trains for real. I know that was actually for some sort of this as well, so we're added for some sort of loud diesels, and especially that we're gonna be removing somewhere as I'm possibly to expect. I'm gonna clear for something like, no, I'm not gonna clear some plots as anyways. Let's just clear anything as well. And let's just try to be quiet a little bit as well. So let's go for the electric trains and see something wasn't actually going to be. So even we got ice trains, including an Amtrak trains as well. And that was a pretty surprising. And except American Freedom train, but I'm not being able to be guessed around here. So we're gonna be added one of those trains or rail cars or passenger coaches, and we'll see that we're gonna be testing very slow. I have definitely going to be spawning a locomotive in the rear, so it wasn't going to be just like a good run anymore. And what I just never expected to do this as well. The train is the number 922, which is actually for some sort of a BNR reference, or for something like it's not going to do this as anyways as well, or something as like Caltrain to do this as well. It's not actually like a realization of the Caltrain reference, so I'm probably sure that we're actually going to be attached to other kinds of to do this as well. So let's go to the reverse, and we're ready to go. As we're seeing for those train horn tests first, we don't not able to use the bell, but I'm slightly not sure that doesn't actually work as well. This is not actually, that is not pretty exist in this train. So let's turn on the lights and sound the horn as even possible to do this as well. So the first thing is we're gonna be doing a horn test before we're ready to go. So we're gonna be hearing this out and see what is actually there. You're going to hearing this. I'm not sure. I might going to be facing around here. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's noise up this suite. That sounds probably for obviously that I just mixing around of these two horns together. For between of those things is actually the high-low horn sounds, even when it comes to go together around itself, that shouldn't be perfect. That's even possible to do this as well. So anyways, let's give ourselves for a go, and we're beginning to roll, but I'm not very sure. Let's just move slow. Alright. Since I just previewed an about of this thing as well, so we're testing around of an ice train, and it's becoming more loud as even possible as well. Because I just even for tested, the bad problem is that the rear of those electric locomotive has been derailed. Even for to do this for this one terrible reason, that the rear of this locomotive was actually even being derailed since I just actually got there for it was. Because I just always forgot to do this, that I just saying this again. I'm probably not sure that we're working on the bad performance on that high-speed train, such as the ice train. So I'm not gonna be going to be honest with you. So the train is gonna be headed all the way up here as well. I'll be careful that I'm going to be watching my speed. As 30% of those high speed as well. I'm not gonna be very sure. If this thing happens, we're all doomed. That's right, we're not gonna be doomed as well as probably that I just never be able to be working in RO-Scale Sandbox to expand like anything it goes again. Alright, since I'm not going to be doing this around, and this is not, I'm not going to be doing this with it as well, so we don't have any terrains like absolutely we do as well, and we'll probably think we're just absolutely going to give ourselves a go, as we just actually sounds the train horn is absolutely coming all the way for around here. This is actually wide, is actually going to be, that was ridiculously wild as well. It's coming a little bit close until Japanese viewers had just going to be saw this pretty insane as well. Absolutely, after for some sort of for a high-speed ice train have arrived, it's actually arriving at the station, and it was wildly loud. It totally stopped on time, and it was ridiculously loud as well. So loud. And pretty awesome with that train horns, like the high and low. And so, I'm not very sure this isn't going to be for such as a fun thing as well. And so, the train won't be departing, as I'm not going to be sure that this video have gotten being for 15 minutes long. And once it has been departed, I'm not sure that the train is going to be derailed again. And once again, this is not a round trip. Because of this train isn't going to be running so smoothly as well as we're hearing this actually pretty wild sound as well. And here comes the loud noises about this train. I've never missed you for so much back in Roblox like this. That was actually even for more louder than it is that we combined it together, or combined like these two horns together. So I'm possibly the train is going all the way up as well, and this is not going to be suitable for high-speed trains because of the layout isn't safe. So that's why I just actually going to slow this train down, and I'm going to be speed all the way up as fast as we can. I'm not going to be worrying about this from the back of the train. So let's just get things a little bit higher. As for 56% of their top speed, I know the train what it is. It comes up from the next station as well. Alright, the train is going to be headed towards, like, not anything is actually going around here. Since I just actually built this a while ago, back in 2022, this is absolutely that I wasn't feel amazing for this. Or something is actually, that I just actually changed. Or something is going to be on the bridge as well. So let's just head around of those loud moments of this thing as well. So the train is actually coming all the way up as well onto the sides of their rails, and all the way up here after we just eventually try to cross under the bridge. So we did an hearing of this train coming a little bit faster. And here comes the train for right now at the under the bridge, and I have never felt that train is going to get things so fast that it's actually never expected. Here comes the loud noises once again. And there she goes, out of sight. But wait, don't think. We're about to lose this car as well. Am I going to be coming all the way up as well? I think I was right about this problem. Before we're going to be end of this video, we should be able to give ourselves for a high-speed chase before the train derails so badly. As we're ready for actually on our way for a high-speed run, the ice train is going to slow down just a little bit shortly, even before it's going to be derailed right on front of those turns, before it's not going to be to do as well. And I guess I just deleted in the locomotive in the back as well. So I suggest we're going to be slowed down as well for the very first time. Before that was recently the end of this video. We don't really think this video has gotten for 15 minutes longer, and I never guess. It's not going to be such as anyways to do this as well. And I promise that video is going to be 15 minutes longer. But a train and those cars isn't going to be survived much longer. And yes, the train has actually survived. Safety first. The high-speed trains are going to be on the left lane before the video ends, even exactly like instantly as well. And the bad news is the train is stuck again. Oh dear. I think we're supposed to end of this video for even later on as well. So that's it. I'm ending of this video that the train is completely stuck and not powerful enough as well. Even though, if you like for today's video, just give us a like for this video or some of those videos from 1 year ago, and especially the link is gonna be in description down below, as you'll be checking out of this ice train going fast but actually being derailed or getting stuck around of this train has gotten a few problems. That's right. Thanks for watching and for all your support, and I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll be see you back into Comic Studio. And I wasn't gonna be pretty alright, and unless this train isn't feel alright, but nothing how bad it is, alright? I was okay, like even what is expected to do this. So I'm gonna get rid of this train or something.